ho, ho. Off to the football match. Good morning to you. So, do your kids play sports, or are you like a coach or something? You be at the football games all the time. She stay at a football game though. You know what sport she like? Yo, good morning, guys. I starting a little bit late today. It's all good, man. You know, I wanted to be in here at 6 o'clock this morning, but my body said, "Nah." Man, I swear to God, I didn't get off the game. I didn't turn the PlayStation off until about 11:30 last night. Yo, me and the homies was going in, yo. I said, this is my last game about 3 times. My son plays, but this is a local match. We are season ticket holders. And blaming cold out here. Sleep, and prefer to stay in the warm. I gotta go support the team though. Damn, you ain't got enough time. I wrote a new song yesterday. I wrote a new love song that I was telling you guys. I was writing another R&B love song. So I actually finished it, got it written, and got it tuned out to what I want. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Where is it at? I gotta find the version. Which version? Alright, the Whatever You Need playlist is getting long. This shit got 12 songs on it now. It went from goddamn 8 songs to 12 songs. Alright, this is the new song I wrote called Take My Time. Take My Time.
Last time I saw your face, you were chilling at my place. Came back from a little date. Went for brunch, had a piece of carrot cake. Then we Netflix and chill, watching Squid Games. These feelings feel strange, got me kinda anxious. And she's always cuddling, such a love language. Her energy aflame, got me ready for a change. Girl, how can I complain? She's pretty and all natural, but shawty do her thing. Tired of playing these games. She's my sunshine when it rains. Got me thinking about a ring and changing her last name. Her last name. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time with you. With you. With you. With you. You take my time with you.
I'm coming back.
Take my time with you. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my
Yo, the lyrics in the second verse, that nigga hard.
time with you.
With you.
With you. And it's a big mistake, thinking you can take her place. Sorry, but you can't relate or overstand my inner space. Feminine and masculine, he's half of her, she's half of him. Reflections reflecting the essence, the universe sees itself. Gonna take my time, gonna take my time. Gonna take my time, gonna take my time.
think I got it. I got that. Hey. Think I got another little A something. It's a A. It's something. I don't know what it is, but it's a little something. It's a little vibe. It's a little bop. Ah, talk to you. See, I'm chill. I'm chill for the drive now. Catch you later. Enjoy. Hope your team wins. But we got a new little bop, a new little vibe. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too big. Oh. Shit. But this joint right here definitely slaps though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said it to one of my friends. She's like, ooh. She's like, ooh. somebody got Prince in his feelings. I'm like, never that. For some reason, I have never been an R&B guy, but it's that's what I told her. I said it just seems easier to write this kind of music. Is this what y'all like listening to? Like, I write these songs like this in a fucking hour, and it's way less words. Like, that's something else. I was like, yo, these songs are easy because they're not as wordy. You can just come up with one little cool catchphrase and just say that shit over and over, and then put a few bars in there. Go back to singing that same shit over and over, and it's a fucking song. I'm just figuring this shit out, yo. How to write R&B? That shit not that hard, yo. It's not hard. And then, like I say, I don't like R&B really like that, but I like my shit, the shit that I'm writing. I like this shit for some reason. And last night, I started writing a rock song to no music. I just got like this guitar riff in my head, and I've been writing to this. I started writing to this internal guitar riff. Damn, my jaw won't stop fucking burning. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's telling me I gotta finish smoking, but I've been trying to catch my breath this whole time. God damn.
Clubhouse and last time I saw your face, you were chilling at my place. Came back from a little.
Hold up, I'll let y'all check all the lyrics.
Clubhouse and Taylor. Last time I saw your face, you were chilling at my place. Came back from a little date. Went for brunch at a piece of carrot cake. Then we Netflix and chill, watching Squid Games. These feelings feel strange, got me kinda anxious. And she's always cuddling, such a love language. Her energy a flame, got me ready for a change. Girl, how can I complain? She's pretty and all natural, but shawty do her thing. Tired of playing these games. She's my sunshine when it rains. Got me thinking about a ring and changing the last name. Her last name. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time with you. With you. With you. With you. You take my time with you. Take my time with you. cannot relate or overstand my inner space. Feminine and masculine, he's half of her, she's half of him. Reflections reflecting the essence, the universe sees itself. Gotta take my time, gotta take my time, gotta take my time, gotta take my time, gotta take my time with you, with you, with you. Gotta take my time, gotta take my time, gotta take my time, gotta take my time, gotta take my time with
Ooh, damn. How did I just do that? Nah, that's your they. Hey, what I mean, what we thinking, people? I'm gonna say I'm getting close to a 10 on one of these. I'm gonna get that about a 7.5. You know, a 7.5. One of these days I'm gonna write a whole 10. I don't know when it's gonna be or what it's gonna be about, but I gotta write a song that's worth a 10 one day. So actually, I started writing 2 songs last night. One of them is called Institutionalized. And that's all I got so far on Institutionalized. Insane men get arraignments for being vagrants. It's a shame when they place the blame saying a mental health crisis and crime are the same. So this is going to be something about how fucked up the prison system is. This is going to be a rock song. And then the next one I'm writing is Can't Hold Me. This is just another rock song about how badass I am and you can't hold me down. So far I only have the chorus for this is you can't hold me down. Watch the You can't hold me down. Watch the prince become the king now, and you can't hold me down. I control the throne and the crown now, and you can't hold me. You can't hold me. You can't hold me down. So that's the hook, or the chorus. I'm gonna write a pre-chorus for it. Then I'll just come up with some words for those 2 songs, and then try to roll some rock shit. We're making all kind of hits over here. You know, we're making all kind of hits. I'm touching on all the different rap shit, from the gangster rap to the conscious rap to the political rap to motherfucking R&B to goddamn, we gonna do some rock. I really think like country may be the only thing I don't touch. I even did some EMD shit, like some house, try to do like some house vibe music. Whatever sounds good, man. I like music. I like a lot of different types of music. Like I say, man, big ass fucking Daft Punk fan and Linkin Park fan. May not appear to be, but I am definitely so. Definitely a big Linkin Park and Daft Punk fan, so I like rock music. Even like some old fucking Fleetwood Mac and Leonard Skinner and. All right, so this is my personal playlist. So when I start making like honestly R&B is way more outside of my norm than anything else. Like I'm just not an R&B guy, but for some reason I'm finding it super easy to write R&B songs. All right, my library. I go to my library, go to my playlist. I have this one untitled playlist right here that I just don't put words on. But this is the shit I listen to. Tom York. Who fucking bad sounds? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all thought this was just gonna be a bunch of fucking rap on this goddamn playlist? Anderson, come on, Anderson Paak, Calvin Harris. Come on, what I tell you, Fleetwood Mac, man. Look, the Beatles, Nirvana, System of a Down. Come on, 30 Seconds to Mars, 21 Pilots, Avenged Sevenfold, Suicide Boy. All these shits are rock songs from a video game. From Michael Jackson. Not the old Mickey. Artemis. More Artemis. I don't got no more rock shit. But yeah, if I want my playlist to be randomized and have, a bunch of different artists, I'm not just gonna listen to fucking rap or whatever. And once again, on this whole fucking playlist, there's maybe like 2 or 3 songs that would be considered like kind of R&B, but not really. But you can definitely see I got an ass of fucking rock shit on here. Because I like that shit. So now I'm going to just see if I can write me a couple little rock songs. And then I'm going to have my own super duper major mix from, like I say, everything. Everything I like. Like I say, some really good R&B, some super heavy fucking gangster rap shit, some hardcore fucking rock shit. And then I'll be ready for a nice road trip. My playlist will never get stale. Yeah, because these songs right here slap hard.
You swinging through this cesspool, trying to make your best move, and you know it's stressful, trying to be successful. Muscles in your neck pull, trying to bear the weight, and the trolls keep trolling, trying to block your lane. A mission to spread hate, trying to make your heart break, putting nasty comments on your Instagram page, but your fans appreciate all the art that you create, so you never shy away. Just a few steps from being great, just a few steps. Now it's time to elevate, art and educate. Who moves next? Who does less? Who snooze more? Keep swinging till your arms are sore. When you sweat, they can smell ambition in your pores. If you making moves, then you gonna have some haters smiling in your face, but you can smell the vapors. Strangers and nuisy ass neighbors, just stay on your grind and go and get your paper. If you making moves, then you gonna have some haters smiling in your face, but you can smell the vapors. Strangers and nuisy ass neighbors, just stay on your grind and go and get your paper. Set some goals, break the mold. know that you are golden. Let it flow, thoughts explode.
Why he blessed his dad underwear like that though?
Hey man, see this video of somebody that been having your back since day one. The first time you met them, man, no flow shit. Everything A1, man. One call, that's all. They there. They don't even matter. Whatever the situation, you can be right or wrong, they still there. Everything. Go to war about you and everything. Real talk, man. Show them folks some love, man. See this video to them, let them know that you.
Alright, I did. Got hella memes in here.
Salmon bite, mac and cheese skillet. I'm looking for two minutes, brother. Mac 10 to 10. Honey hot, best sauce. Salmon, best.
Alright, is that all the memes? I was gonna. Oh, there's still one more. What is this?
Reason why they use DNA from the cells of other humans and other animals in vaccines is to trigger an autoimmune reaction. Now I'm going to set this up for everybody. This is to make you aware. This is the autoimmune industry complex.
Alright, that's everything. Let's go live. My nose is cold. My nose is a little cold. Well, it's cold as fuck outside. I mean, yeah, it's like, it's real winter where, like, yeah, the snow is not moving. Like the first snow we got, it snowed and that shit kind of melted the next day because it really wasn't that cold. Like nah, nigga. You can see that one van over there. If you ain't clean your vehicles off, like snow is still sticking to everything. The snow is not moving. It's real snow out there for real this time, and it's just hanging out and hanging around, which means it's probably below 30 degrees. We're like. We already hit our fucking 20s. It's like 4 degrees out that bitch or some shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's cold as shit. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, good morning. What's good, guys? Hey. What's up? Yo, how you doing? In here working on some new art and sharing some new music. So I ain't really been streaming on Instagram like that in a while because motherfuckers don't really watch my Instagram. That's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube is like my go-to platform. Let me go ahead and say these streams are for entertainment purposes only. For Instagram and for YouTube, both of these streams are for entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional, and I do not give out any advice of any kind whatsoever, whether it be political, medical, scientific, religious, financial, or otherwise. So never believe anything I say. And if you think anything I say is true, I always advise you to do your own research and figure things out for yourselves, because I am wrong most of the time. And that is because I'm doing this for fun, and this stream is for entertainment purposes only. You should never take anything I say seriously or literally. Never believe anything I say. Why? Let's say it all together. Because this stream is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you very much. But yeah, so I haven't been on Insta in a while. But I've been writing tons of music lately, and using this AI music generator to actually make the music. So I just wanted to pop in here and share some stuff I've been working on, and some of the art, because I got some new paintings coming up. You know what I'm saying? For the end of the year, trying to wrap up the end of the year on a good note. So Sunday morning, we in here getting the gospels in.
I just grows, word up, movement, action in motion, passion's the potion. They try to creep slow, but these creatures lactose, so I never cry over spilled milk, never guilt trip, never guilt trip. If you making moves, then you're gonna have some haters smiling in your face, but you can smell the vapor. Strangers and Lucy-ass neighbors, you stay on your grind and go and get your paper. If you making moves, then you're gonna have some haters smiling in your face, but you can smell the vapor. Strangers and Lucy-ass neighbors, you stay on your grind and go and get your paper. If you're making moves, then you're gonna have some haters smiling in your face, but you can smell the vapor. Strangers and Lucy-ass neighbors, just stay on your grind and go and get your paper. If you're making moves, then you're gonna have some haters smiling in your face, but you can smell the vapor. Strangers and Lucy-ass neighbors, just stay on your grind and go and get your paper. If you're making moves, then you're gonna have some haters smiling in your face, but you can smell the vapor. Strangers and Lucy-ass neighbors, just stay on your grind and go and get your paper.
Hey. Alright guys, we're gonna do the same thing we did yesterday. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna whine and bitch and moan about painting up close grass. Is everybody ready? Because this is gonna be excruciating. Jeez. I done put myself in a dumbass situation. This is a bit of a precarious predicament. You know, if I do say so myself. Why? Why did I decide to paint up close grass? Huh? I thought it'd be cool looking. Fuck. You know what? Next time, always remember, yo, fuck what looks cool. Go for what's easy.
I'm procrastinating so hard. Okay, guys, let's
Here we go. I feel like I want to do this area, but I want it higher. I need something. Do I need to use my other easel? I might. No, because that'll be too high. I just need a little height. A little bit of height. What is this? Okay. Is that? Can I do that? Is that a little height? I guess that'll work. I'm trying to zoom in. There it goes. All right, we're gonna try to. Like I said, I really want to work just really close to the skin tone for right now, as I detailed the shrubbery. So just right in this area for this stream, I guess, and we'll see what we can get accomplished without pulling dreads out. You know, I might be bald by the time I finish this one. Jeez. All right, I'm still procrastinating. I know.
Let's go. Keep on grinding, keep on grinding, keep on grinding, grinding. Keep on grinding, keep on grinding, keep on grinding, grinding. Don't show your muscle before you show your mind. Don't go in blind, just go and shine, just go and find your inner glow and let it show. Let them know that you can grow, that you can learn more than you know. Take a chance and let it flow. Breathe deep, release, let it go, let it go. Breathe deep, release, let it go, let it go. Blanks, I'm taking aim and taking names while I'm switching lanes. I persevere, you complain. I search for knowledge, you look for fame. I educate, you entertain. Keep on grinding, keep on grinding, keep on grinding, grinding, grinding. Keep on grinding, keep on grinding, keep on grinding, grinding. Breathe deep, release, let it go. Breathe deep, release, let it go. Down. Get down. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Science, technology, engineering, and math. Outreach, STEM class is always such a blast. Really cool projects, and we get some snacks. And if we complete our craft, then we get some cash. Everybody knows that being smart is really cool. We learn something every day, even after school. We use our imaginations and all our mental tools. We follow all the rules so that we can pursue knowledge, education, engineering, and innovation. When you are creative, you won't have limitations. You can do anything you want because you are amazing. You can do anything you want because you are amazing. Yeah, yeah. Science, technology, engineering, and math. Outreach, STEM class is always such a blast. Really cool projects, and we get some snacks. And if we complete our craft, then we get some cash. Knowledge, education, engineering, and innovation. When you are creative, you won't have limitations. You can do anything you want because you are amazing. You can do anything you want because you are amazing. You can science, technology, engineering, and math. Outreach, STEM class is always such a blast. 'cause you are amazing. Jailhouse Entertainment. Last time I saw your face, you were chilling at my place. Came back from a little date. Went for brunch, had a piece of carrot cake. Then we Netflix and chill, watching Squid Games. These feelings feel strange, got me kinda anxious. And she's always calling such a love language. Her energy a flame, got me ready for a change. Girl, how can I complain? She's pretty and all natural, but shawty do her thing. Tired of playing these games. She's my sunshine when it rains. Got me thinking about the ring and changing the last name. Her last name. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time with you. With you. With you. With you. You. Take my time with you. Take my time with you. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time with you. With you. With you. With you. And it's a big mistake, thinking you can take her place. Sorry, but you can't relate or overstand my inner space. Feminine and masculine, he is half of her, she is half of him. Reflections reflecting the essence, the universe sees itself. Gotta take my time, gotta take my time. Gotta take my time, gotta take my time. Gotta take my time with you. With you. With you. Gotta take my time. Gotta take my time. Gotta take my time. Gotta take my time. Gotta take my time with you. With you. With
I really like that one. Hey, who bright idea was it to paint fucking up close grass? This son of a bitch. When I find this motherfucker, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. I'm telling you now. Whoever decided to do this is a motherfucker. And you can tell him I said it. Cause this right here, this up close grass, hey man, this shit don't make no sense, bro. Ain't nobody in their right mind on any given Sunday should be doing anything like this, man. Nothing. Who, when, where, and why? Huh? Yo, J1 today. Yo, this man is painting up close grass, bro. I don't even know what this. I don't even know what to think about this shit no more. You know? I don't even know what to think about this shit, man. God damn. The one thing I do think, this may not have been the best idea. If I'm still painting up close grass this summer, hey, I don't want nobody to say shit. Just go with the flow. God damn it. Cause man. I'm gonna have to reevaluate some shit. Seriously and immediately. But why'd you even start it? I don't know. Cause it was, I mean, it was the next paint, and it's motherfucker. Why'd you even start this shit? You know what? I should have stenciled the background. Is what I should have did. You know, I could have just stylized this shit, man. Huh? I could have something different than this. I'm gonna take my time. Oh Lord, please, somebody help me. Somebody want to come grab a brush? Anybody? You don't even have to be a painter. I'll just show you what to do. You just painting leaves. That's all it is. You paint little leafy grass stuff, man. We'll be doing this for the duration. Man, my quinceañera will be done came and went by the time I'm done with this shit. What the hell? I ain't lying. Do I gotta blend this? Man, I ain't trying to do the most. You know what I'm saying? Do I have to do the most with this shit? I'm trying to do as least as possible. And make it look like I did the most. You know? A feat of amazement here is what I'm attempting. Magic, if you will. The Gathering. That's only for nerds. Anyway. This painting is the pain of my existence. Why? I can only use little brushes. Fuck me, man. God damn it. What am I even doing, really? You know? Like what's the meaning in all of this? Why must a man torture himself to such a capacity that the mind will almost splinter and fracture into a million pieces, causing a very real form of schizophrenia, and they wonder why artists are crazy. They drive themselves into the depths of madness to recreate reality in their imagination. If that's not crazy, I don't know what it is. I'm done. I'm so over this thing. Do you see what I'm trying to do here? Do you even see what I am attempting? Uh, um, it's ridiculous almost, you know, in a way. In a way, it's not healthy. MJ, yo, I'm gonna bring you up. Let me run this song back one more time, bro. My new song. I just wrote this shit yesterday. This shit hot fire though.
Jailhouse Entertainment.
I gotta take my time, man. Just take your time.
Last time I saw your face, you were chilling at my place. Came back from a little date. Went for brunch at a piece of carrot cake. Then we Netflix and chill, watching Squid Games. These feelings feel strange, got me kinda anxious. And she's always calling such a love language. Her energy a flame, got me ready for a change. Girl, how can I complain? She's pretty and all natural, but shawty do her thing. Tired of playing these games. She's my sunshine when it rains. Got me thinking about a ring and changing the last name. Her last name. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time with you. With you. With you. With you. You. Take my time with you. Take my time with you. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time with you. With you. With you. With you. And it's a big mistake, thinking you can take her place. Sorry, but you can't relate or overstand my inner space. Feminine and masculine, he's half of her, she's half of him. Reflections reflecting the essence, the universe sees itself. Gonna take my time, gonna take my time. Gonna take my time, gonna take my time. Gonna take my time with you. With you. With you. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time with you. With you. With
Rising.
Yo, good morning, bro.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah. Shit. Hey, you know we're gonna end the year the same way we started the year.
True.
And goddamn studio trying to get it in.
Yep.
How you making out this morning, bro?
Oh man. Whew. Came home from work a few hours ago. Have to do this thing all over again. So I'm just taking advantage of these first 2 hours, or maybe 3, before I get ready to go back to work.
Well, you gotta go back to work in 3 hours?
No. I have to go back to work at 1 o'clock.
Oh.
So I'm just taking advantage of these. Like I guess maybe these first 2 hours, paint a little bit, and then get ready to go back. So yeah.
I mean, are you gonna get some sleep, nigga?
I just came from sleep, so
Hmm.
I'm an early bird, so it's like, you know how it is.
Yeah.
And then you have that itch to paint, so it's like,
You gotta get it in when you can get it in. Shit.
get it in when you get it in. You know how it is. Only artists will understand that.
Yeah. Motherfucker, wake up. That'd be the first thing on your mind. Like, do I got enough time to paint?
My wife to this day saying, "You didn't get some sleep." Yeah, babe, I understand. It's like I wake up and I have that itch to paint. Like I gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do it. Can't help it. But yeah, so what's the deal with this painting? You say you're not feeling the background or something?
Nah, this shit just gonna be fucking super tedious until it's done. Like the fucking, I don't know. So I've always been thinking like, so for the foot series, like I just initially came up with a few ideas. Like, okay, if I wanna carry this out through a series, like how am I gonna do it? So initially, I already had like a few different ideas of, and it's just feet, and so it's not a hard concept. So it's like, okay, where can I put the feet at, or what can I stage with the feet, and then so this was one of my earlier ideas was like using like flowers or just outside in the grass, and so I was like, all right. But then, like, when you start taking the pictures, like, yeah, that's a lot of fucking grass, to be fucking painted. When you're trying to, if you're focusing on the feet, but it's in the grass, and then now the grass is, like, up close because you want the details on the feet, and it's just like, god damn. So now, I'm just whining just to be whining, because I know I'm going to be here for a couple of weeks trying to make this grass look good.
I think you can handle it.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, I've followed you for years, and there's nothing that you can't tackle when it comes to details.
Yeah.
When it comes to details, like you and Justin Wellington, you the gods.
And just the patience, bro. That's how I know. Just like,
Patient,
yeah, just gonna put a lot of fucking time into painting grass, I guess. But I really,
Come to think about it, I should have included you also in my my painting of Mount Rushmore. Come to think about it, I should have included you too, because actually, I really think about it when it comes to like the patience and the details. You were one of my inspirations too. It's just like, I guess I got too hung up on Wellington a bit, but
no, bro.
Too, that I come to think about it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Even the thought, bro. Nah, but Justin, the boy dope though, What you working on?
Oh, let me show you. Hold on 1 second. Oh shit. That's the wrong thing. So yeah. You see it?
Oh yeah, okay.
So I'm working on inspired by D'Angelo's Brown Sugar album. So this actually wasn't in my plans actually, but I was just at work just looking for something to draw because I pretty much did all the art that I wanted to for this year, and I was just looking for something to draw just to
Occupy the time.
give it time, and I was just looking through all the references that I had in my phone, and I just came across this photo of D'Angelo's Brown Sugar album cover, and I was like, all right, let me try this. So I was doodling, and I came up with the concepts, and then I was thinking to myself, this would make a nice painting. So here I am.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying not to get his face correct. Because I'm just trying to get some. I just wanted to find a reason just to paint because this year I didn't really get to create as much paintings as I wanted to. I only did 4, which is really not that much.
You had a busy ass year, bro. You got married, you moved, changed jobs, you did all kind of shit.
Well, I already moved in 2023. It was me getting married this year.
Yeah.
And I changed jobs too. So
You did it, man. Yeah, life was lifing for you, bro. That's a lot, man. And then that one Nas paint you did, that shit was hella fucking big, bro. So even just to finish that one joint,
it
yo.
took approximately I think 6 months.
Hell yeah, that was half of the fucking year right there trying to do that one piece. It be like that sometimes.
And it finally it sold. Finally sold it. If you have, I don't know if you knew about it.
You sold it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's sold.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
that's
sold it
what's
to one of my coworkers from my former job. Like the moment he saw, he said, "I want that. That's mine." Like, damn, you serious, man? I told him like, "All right, bro. Let's do this." Because my aim was, of course, for Nas to see it and hopefully want it. And I said, okay, if Nas or anyone that he has collaborated with doesn't want it, then it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, all right, cool. So, unfortunately, of course, Nas never saw it. So I said, hey, it's yours.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
that's what's up. At least it's in a good collection.
Exactly. And then I did this paint, of course, the painting of Bob Ross. So, I'm happy with it. Because, I guess me being the fact that I love painting so much now, I was wishing to myself like, damn, I wish I'd have been able to do more. So, and also you don't want to lose that your mojo if you stay away from it for too long. Because I was just drawing with the pen. So I just wanted to give myself a reason to just get back to things like, you know what, let me just do something that wasn't in my plans and just paint. And plus, I did find myself like some brand new big canvases because I just want to. Now when I paint, I just want to paint on big canvases now because that's like the new flex for me now. Ever since I started painting on big canvases like that, I can't turn back.
Yeah. You know what? Talking about canvas. Have you checked like the craft stores lately? I wonder if there's any like Christmas deals going on real quick. I might have to go. I might have to go check like Michael's or something and see if somebody got some holiday canvas deals. I don't know why I ain't checked their sales ads.
Yeah, I could, but unfortunately, right now, like my main focus now is just making sure I maintain a roof over my head. Because right now, I'm the only one that's like really working. So it's been tough able to like at least have a little bit of money to myself, but it's always ended up not being enough for me to really go and buy like a huge canvas or anything like that. So that's why I haven't been able to really paint as much too. That's the other reason.
A lot of people don't realize, man, you goddamn supplies and materials, that shit ain't free, nigga. Like,
It's not.
you think when I be charging you for a painting, I'm just making up a arbitrary ass price on this shit? Like, nah, all the canvas and the paints, I had to buy that shit to make the fucking art to start with, nigga.
Yeah, that's why people need to understand why if we make it real great painting, don't be surprised if we gonna charge a lot for it. Because that's the main reason. We need money so we can buy new supplies. I'm talking about good quality supplies.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, besides that, I'm going through a lot of things personally too, you know. So this year's been rough.
Yeah.
Family and all that. It just makes you realize, like, the older you get, like the more the stuff you realize that that whole phrase, that blood thicker than water.
Mm-hmm.
That's whoever came up with that phrase, be punched in the face, because that phrase is not true at all. Blood relatives is your blood relatives. That doesn't make them your family.
Mm-hmm. They make you related.
Just make you related. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
And that's a tough and hard lesson to learn, but that's a lesson you won't never unlearn.
Right.
You can make your own family.
Make your own family.
Same way you make your own friends. You can't. Once again, you can't help who you related to. You can't help if that motherfucker your cousin or your sister. You can't help that, but you can still build a family with them. I don't got no beef with nobody in my family, but like I know some family members like it's rough. That shit just be. It is what it is. Sometimes y'all ain't gonna get along. Hey, goddamn. When you think a motherfucker should look out for you, think again. Yo, Sketch, what's good? Good morning, guys. Yo, Sketch, how long you been here, man? You listen to that, you heard that song I just played, man? I wrote a new song yesterday.
That was you.
Yeah, well, that's not me singing, but...
And the AI,
yeah.
It was mixed by AI, right?
Yeah, I wrote that.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that shit go hard, man. And so I started writing... one song last night, and then I don't know, just another idea popped in my head, and then I just started writing a different song. So I got like 2 more songs I'm gonna start working on it today.
Okay.
I think my next shit gonna be like some rock, more rock influence. Yo, Joe, what's good, bro? Do like some fucking some Linkin Park type music.
It's crazy. Well, when I was doing this, started working on this piece, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, you know, when people think of D'Angelo, they only think about his voodoo album.
Yeah. That's the one that had Brown Sugar.
Yeah, they only think about his voodoo album. They don't really think about his first LP. But I was thinking to myself, to be quite honest, I think I enjoyed Brown Sugar a little bit more than I enjoyed Voodoo. Don't get me wrong, Voodoo is a great album. But like Brown Sugar though,
Mm-hmm.
he's like he blended, you know, R&B, jazz, gospel, and probably some other things up in there too. Like I don't know if you ever heard of Miles Davis' album Birth of the Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Miles Davis, he had this album called Birth of the Cool. So it's like when I think of D'Angelo's Brown Sugar, that's like the R&B version of the Miles Davis Birth of the Cool. It like has this that cool feeling in the album.
Mm.
Voodoo is just like it's just strictly funk in a sense though.
Yeah, I never really listened to R&B in the '90s, man.
Really?
Nah, I never listened to none of that shit. Like
Alexa, be quiet.
the only R&B cat that I ever bought his music was Music Soul Child, and I gave and
you
I'm
was more like just strictly hip hop, right?
yeah, and that's I got into music because I'm from Philly. And like he started blowing up, and I was like, let me get this nigga a shot. Let me check his shit out. And his shit wasn't that bad, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, motherfucking, yeah, I can't even think of none of the motherfuckers' names right now. Like Anthony Hamilton or fucking Genuine or like any of those cats back in the day. Like I ain't never really listened to them dudes, man.
Really? Okay.
Nah. Mobb Deep, Wu Tang, motherfucking 3-6 Mafia.
That one, that was my stuff too.
Yeah,
That was my stuff.
I missed a lot. I missed a lot of the R&B, but now like I don't know. Since I'm writing music and I get to play around with all kind of styles with this AI shit, like I think I find it easier to write R&B music than it is to write rap music, because R&B music got way less words in that shit. You don't have to say a lot when you singing a song. Like when you rap,
And with
like
R&B, it's like you just can just write whatever, you know, just write from the heart.
yeah,
Not that you're not writing from the heart when it comes to hip hop, but with hip hop, it's like you gotta make that stuff rhyme and you gotta think about bars and all
exactly,
that stuff.
yo. That shit is way more intricate and detailed. Like, I ain't never think about it like that. Yeah, like writing art like a song is just like more free and just like you say, you can just be more expressive and just come straight from the heart with that shit. And then
Exactly.
you don't have to use like as many fucking words to like try to get out what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say about with D'Angelo, a lot of people probably don't realize this, or like I would say his album Brown Sugar. This is why I say I feel like Brown Sugar is a little bit more important than Voodoo, because it changed the game when it came to R&B, and you know it started like the whole neo soul. Because you know how you was mentioning about Music Soul Child. Now
Mm-hmm.
if it wasn't for D'Angelo's Brown Sugar, there wouldn't be no Music Soul Child.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sounds, because
Mm-hmm.
if you like, okay, if you go back and listen to Music Soul Child's the first song came out with and when he's singing a cappella, then you start hearing that electric piano in the back.
Mm-hmm.
D'Angelo had that electric piano in the album. So it's like all these artists that you hear now that especially like the quote unquote neo soul, that wasn't that D'Angelo started all that stuff. That's why, like I say, Brown Sugar, that was made was a more important album, in my opinion.
But who put D'Angelo on?
Who puts it? That's a good question.
Wasn't didn't fucking the dude from Naughty by Nature, yo?
Trench?
I think so.
Probably.
If I ain't mistaken. And that's why that's why his style was so different. It was like you said, it was more neo soul, a little more bass heavy. Like, I don't know, I think if I ain't mistaken, like Tretch put that nigga on, yo, and had a lot of influence with his music.
Probably so, because when he did come out, he came out as like a hip hop rapper. That part definitely true. But did you know that whole thing with him, getting all fit and looking all sexy and voodoo? That was D'Angelo back there. That's not what he really wanted to do.
Who made him do that? The marketing.
His team.
Yeah, his marketing team.
Actually, I think his team was the one who came to him like, hey, if you wanna,
You gotta sell sex, nigga. Sex sells.
for your fame, you change your physique. They were the ones who suggested that he do that video where he was,
Half naked and shit.
D'Angelo was like, I don't know if I should do that because I don't want to be looked at as a sex symbol. I want to be praised for my music.
Sex sells, man. Sex sells.
That's why he spiraled out of control and got back to being all fat in that mugshot.
Yeah. Let me I'm gonna take a bathroom break. I'll be right back.
No problem, man.
Yo, I don't know if my fucking sketch still in here, but anyway.
Jailhouse Entertainment. Last time I saw your face, you were chilling at my place. Came back from a little date. Went for brunch, had a piece of carrot cake. Then we Netflix and chill, watching Squid Games. These feelings feel strange, got me kinda anxious. And she's always calling such a love language. Her energy aflame, got me ready for a change. Girl, how can I complain? She's pretty and all natural, but shawty do her thing. Tired of playing these games. She's my sunshine when it rains. Got me thinking about a ring and changing the last name. Her last name. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time with you. With you. With you. With you. You take my time with you. Take my time with you. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time. Gonna take my time with you. With you. With you. With you. And it's a big mistake, thinking you can take her place. Sorry, but you can't relate or overstand my inner space. Feminine and masculine, he is half of her, she is half of him. Reflections reflecting the essence, the universe sees itself. Gonna take my time, gonna take my time.
I'm really feeling that shit right there.
It's, yeah. Oh, so that's how it looks in full view. Yeah, I mean, overall it looks dope. I see nothing wrong with it.
No, ain't nothing wrong with it. Just it's a lot of grass to have to detail all this stuff, man. I'll be sitting here for weeks doing this shit.
How big is it in total? The canvas?
I think this is a 20 by 20. It's square. I don't know. 24.
24 by 24?
Yeah, 24 square. But so that's the reference photo.
Okay.
And so it's just like
Yeah, that is a lot of grass.
Yo, like
Good
what?
luck. You got this.
it's like, yeah. I'm gonna have to detail all of that shit into this shit. Oh man. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not a commission, right?
No, it's just me. It's just me. So I like I said, I take my time and slow walking, just make sure it look good. My thing is just like the fucking the shadows, like the little overlapping shadows. That's the part that's gonna take the longest. Is like accenting each little shadow on the fucking on each leaf. It's just like, man. But that's what's gonna make it like really pop and stand out. So we'll make it do what it do. We'll make it do what it do.
Unless you want maybe, I don't know, that's a suggestion, unless you want to take edge and maybe just make it look like, cut off that part and just make it seem like this. She's chilling by like a pond and have some water coming in.
No, I'm gonna try to grind it.
Okay.
I wanted to figure out a way to like at least like dumb it down a little bit so that the details are closer to the feet and like the edges aren't as detailed. But I'm gonna try to work that out when I get to the edge and see if I can like get away without so many details on it. Yeah. I think this is gonna be one of the better ones in the series.
How many have you done so far?
1, 2, 3, 4. I already have 4, so this is the 5th one.
Well, I don't think I've seen all of them. I know there was one that you did was, I think it was beating some strawberries.
Yeah. So I got two of them with feet and weed. And then I got one of them with feet and strawberries, and then I got one of them with feet and bananas. The banana one is the last one I did. It's like bananas and chocolate syrup.
Okay, yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah. So I still got a couple more ideas. Somebody just gave me a really good idea yesterday, and I'm gonna use. Like, I ain't even think of that shit at all, and I was like, well, you know what? I will do that.
I realized this jacket has so many details
You say his jacket?
His jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That
I
shit.
gotta show you the reference. Hold on.
That shit leather with a fur collar, ain't it?
Hmm?
That shit leather with a fur collar.
Mm-mm.
Damn. Shit.
Come on, hold on.
God damn. Excuse me. Do I need something to drink?
Here you go. I don't know if you see it. It's not the best like reference photo.
Oh yeah,
Not the
yeah.
best photo. It's not like the full.
Hurry! Oh no, that's the y'all see that?
Yo, that's a meteorite.
What in the actual? Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry! Look! Look! That's nice. That's so cool. Hurry! 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 Is it really? Oh, look at this. Hurry, look.
Oh, Nicolas Cage. Boy, that's a nice house. 4.2 million in New Orleans. Also eligible for government insurance. Look, I love Nicolas Cage. I go to parties at his house too. I love his movies. I'd pay $20 to go to the movie. Actually, I don't want to pay $20. I would pay to go see his movies, but I don't think we should buy insurance for his home. If he can get a $4.2 million home, I'll bet you he can buy his own insurance. Let's see who else is eligible for government insurance. Oh, Matt Damon. He's had a lot of good movies. Man, he must be doing great. His place costs $20 million, and it's eligible for government insurance too. You think Matt Damon would be embarrassed to find out that the government's subsidizing his first $250,000? Shouldn't we all be embarrassed? The program's $16 billion in the hole, and we want to renew a program without any reforms. Just keep doing it, keeps losing money, just keep doing the same thing. Maybe Matt Damon could buy his own insurance. Who else has a house that'd be eligible for insurance? Oh, Phil Collins. He made some good music. Must have made some great music. His home's worth $40 million in Biscayne Bay, Florida. Also eligible for government insurance. So, I can't imagine how we couldn't come to a compromise. So if ordinary people have second homes that are $500,000 beach homes, if we just went up to $2 million, then we're only going to be clipping Phil Collins and Nicolas Cage and a few others. We have anybody else? Let's see who else we have. Oh, now Cher. She's been doing well for a long time. She has a $42 million place in Miami Beach, also eligible for government insurance. We could go on and on. But the thing is, doesn't mean we don't like rich people or appreciate their success. I'm all for it. I'm just not for giving them free stuff. Why would we give them subsidized insurance? So what I will offer now is a second amendment. This one might be easier to accept. And realize that this could be accepted right now. This entire program could be reauthorized with these amendments tonight if the senator from Louisiana will accept this amendment.
to share something with you guys. I'm a skeptic about finally in the first series.
¿Qué tenemos, Ramírez? ¿Qué tenemos?
Ya está todo, teniente. Nada más mandamos una muestra de la mercancía al laboratorio para asegurarnos que se trata 100% de cocaína y que es de la que estamos buscando.
¿Qué muestra, Ramírez? ¿Qué muestra? Ahorita dame un segundito y te digo si eso o no es.
¿No prefieres esperar los resultados del laboratorio, teniente?
Tranquilo, tranquila, Ramírez. Tarda en hacer efecto. Ahorita vemos qué onda. Ahorita vemos qué pedo. No. No, todavía no. Yo creo.
All right.
YouTube, we call it, we say the Joe Rogan experience, and people click.
Ah.
Don't sue.
Good move. I won't sue.
Don't sue.
Come on.
Thank you.
I'll never sue you.
Thank you for letting me shoot the special at the mothership. It was amazing. Thank you for saving it.
Thank you for doing it. Well, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
When we got there, someone, it's generally some executive type person decided to put lamps on every table and light the room up. And I got there, I was like, oh no, this is terrible. And there was like a tension in the air that you could feel.
It was the brightest I had ever seen the club.
Yeah, it was weird.
I could see earrings.
Yeah, you could see everything.
Everything.
You could see zits. If somebody had zits,
you could see their complexion. And then so Wednesday, the early show, we're shooting Wednesday, Thursday, the early show. Wednesday was tough. It was tough. People
it was tense.
They were having fun, but
you were doing really well. But your opening acts were struggling. Because it was a feeling when you got there. When I walked in, I was like, Jesus Christ, this feels like a fucking, like a board meeting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It felt like a conference hall. It felt weird.
It was weird.
And everybody seemed like a little off-put by it. Like
Yeah.
everyone, the audience was tense.
They were tense.
But as soon as you start fucking around with the audience and
Yes.
going into them, they got loose.
They got loose a little bit. But it's like, it's funny. It's like when you shoot a special, you do comedy all the time, and then you go out and you shoot a special and you go, okay, I've done this a million times. It's gone great. And it'll go great now, and we'll just get it on film. And then you go out, and it's like, and I'm like embarrassed because you're there. And in my head, I'm like, I hope he left. Because you're all excited, and you're like, I'm coming to see the special, I'm excited. And I'm like,
well, thank God I came.
I mean, I'm up there, and I'm like doing bits, and the audience is just staring at me. And I go, well, this is good. And then, but afterwards, you corrected it and said, you gotta make it like a comedy club.
Well, to those guys' credit,
Yeah.
they all did exactly what I said, which is beautiful. They didn't push back at all.
they were smart.
Yeah, they had so much work that they put into making things interesting. They lit the walls weird.
Yeah.
They did all this stuff. But I
Yeah.
said, you got to understand, all this stuff makes people self-conscious. The more
Right.
they can see themselves, the more they can see other people.
Yeah.
The more they're self-conscious, the more they won't laugh. And Tim's act is fucked up.
Right.
Like you have to
Yeah.
cut loose on some jokes that
Yeah.
in polite
Right.
company you would never
Yeah.
laugh at.
That's right.
You would turn your head away from. So.
And what was a mind fuck is that I was here a month ago, and I did 6 shows, and they're like the best shows we've ever done.
you like this is a
So I
perfect place
go,
to film.
why wouldn't we film it here?
Right.
And we filmed it at the store, and we didn't get the coverage. I had a good set, but the coverage wasn't there.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And it
Which
wasn't,
doesn't make any sense.
it was not ideal.
It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
That's not a giant room. It's not like you're doing a
It
coliseum.
was not good. It's always good when you think you're gonna get it, and because the store, LA is weird. You have people that are sitting there in like ironic cowboy hats.
Mhm.
They have their hot influencer girlfriends.
Yeah,
It's weird.
it's weird.
It's not always great. Sometimes it's amazing. But we got, out of 4 shows in LA, we got 1 really great show, and Gabby Reese was there.
Oh, I love
Sitting in
that.
the front row. She's
Oh,
the
that's
best.
awesome.
She's the best. And I'm like, all right, so that's good, right? We
Yeah.
got it. And everyone's like, we got it. And then we get the footage back, and we don't got it.
Do you have anything you use for clips, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about the first show Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of clips in there.
There's
where
clips.
You were fucking around with the crowd. It was very funny.
Yeah. No. For sure, there's clips. But like the one we got at the store, the guy who did it's a good guy. He's a nice guy, and he's a talented guy. But he just made some choices where he was like far out. He wasn't like, we didn't have a ton of close-ups. And that was what because here's the thing, they have a vision too.
Right.
The people that shoot it. And I don't talk to any of them and figure out anything.
Oh, you have to do that.
I should, and I've really learned.
Yeah.
I just showed up.
Yeah, I know this.
I don't even like I'm bad at that part of it where I'm like, I don't do like the strategy meeting and go, what are we?
Right.
I just figure it's like, yeah, it's a Mothership, it's a great club, you got a camera,
Yeah.
there's a stage.
Don't go too crazy with the design, and that's
Yeah.
what the problem was.
Yeah.
They went really crazy with changing the atmosphere.
Yeah.
They wanted to, which probably works for some things, but it's not good for stand-up. It's definitely not good for your kind of stand-up.
No.
Your kind of stand-up demands darkness.
Preferably very dark where no one can even see each other. Or me.
Yeah.
Just hear my voice in a black hole.
Pauly's been doing this thing where he goes on stage and just has a spotlight on him. They did it with Holtzman as well.
Interesting.
For Holtzman, it's really good. Pauly would actually, I don't know if Pauly's doing it at the store. I know he definitely did it, he definitely did it at the store.
Right.
I don't know if he did it at the Mothership. But when he would do it, I go, that's interesting. I don't know if I like it, but I like it for him. But for Holtzman, it's really good.
That's amazing.
Because he's just a complete fucking maniac.
I want to see Holtzman in a spotlight.
Did you see him
Surrounded
in
by
Madison Square
blackness.
Garden?
I didn't see his set.
It was fucking amazing.
I imagine.
It was fucking amazing
I
because
imagine.
it wasn't worked. Holtzman will take something that day
Right.
and run with it
It's wild.
that day. So he had this whole chunk about nobody likes Billy Joel. Fuck
Yeah.
Billy Joel.
That's so
Billy
funny.
Joel banners.
At Billy Joel's home, Madison Square Garden.
He sold Madison Square Garden out like 300
I
times.
know, it's crazy.
It's like,
That's so funny.
and he's just like, fuck Billy Joel. Nobody likes Billy Joel.
Yeah.
All the people that work here, oh, fucking Billy Joel's here.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. No, he's great, man.
I'm not
He's
doing it
great.
any justice. I'm not doing it
No,
any
of
justice.
course,
You
yeah,
have to-
he's
you have to see
he's
it.
one of those guys where the stuff he does, he can only do.
Well, we made a real big effort to get him to Austin. We because we felt like, look, this is not a diss to the Comedy Store, but he had gotten into this position where they weren't utilizing him the right way. They were just having him go up last at the end of these shows. This you're talking about a 30-year comic.
Right.
He's really good.
Of course.
But he's weird. You gotta love it. I love it, and he has an audience now. Like people come to see him at the Mothership, and it's sold out, and they're expecting Holtzman.
Right.
Because it's like, do you ever hear the stories about when Hedberg was coming up?
No.
When Hedberg was coming up, before everybody knew who he was, before he did like Letterman sets, before he did Comedy Central sets, you would put him on as a headliner, and they had this guy who went on before him who was like rapping and doing backflips and super high energy, and Hedberg's just standing there talking about frozen bananas. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like you have to set the stage right. You have to set the tone right. And until people know what he does and then they come to see him, it's tough.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thing with Holtzman. If they don't know what's going on,
They have to know.
but once you know what's going on,
You're in.
and
Right.
it's great because it's so unusual.
It's so interesting how delicate things are. I had a guy, a friend of mine, really talented singer-songwriter, and we were at San Jose, in San Jose, and I go, why don't you open the show with a few songs? And I thought, what would that do? And he did like 3 songs, and it was like really a tough show. It was like a brutal show, like after he did 3 songs, and I didn't realize it, but a bunch of people told me, don't have comedy follow music.
It's too weird.
It's too weird. It
It's two
doesn't
different
work.
mindsets.
Yeah, and like he's singing songs and people are kind of like getting into it. And then we went on and did comedy and it was just, it wasn't terrible, but it was very different.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel great.
You gotta knock people out of that mindset of
Yeah.
seeing music, and the problem is, no disrespect, but most opening acts aren't strong enough to shock them out of it.
Right.
They're not good enough to really get the crowd going,
Right.
and change the mindset quickly. So by the time you're getting up, they're just still adjusting to the idea that they're laughing.
Yeah, it was and I felt bad and he kind of felt bad. We didn't say anything after, like he was sitting in the green room and I was like, good job, man. He's like, yeah, you too. And I was just silent because we were so mad at him. And it wasn't his fault. He's an awesome guy. And we loved hanging out with him. He's from Northern California. So me and my opener were like, why don't you tag along? We'll do this road trip. Or maybe we flew. I think we flew. And I said, it'll be fun. It's San Jose Improv's like an old theater that they've made into a club.
Great place.
Great place. And we were staying in like Palo Alto, which is fun. You walk around Stanford campus and, you know, see all the Asian people. It's nice just to see everyone. And, but then he got up and it was like, I didn't know what, it was like running with weights on.
What did he
like,
sing about?
just kind of like whatever he's doing, it's like acoustic music, but it's like some of it's like socio cult like commentary. So I was like, maybe that'll fit. It's kind of like folky, kind of like, you know, whatever, here's what's going on type stuff. And I was like, that might be good. And it was like, whoa, it was like quicksand. We got up. And it was like quicksand right after him. And then he was like, you know, the next day we're all kind of having breakfast. And I was like, you know, I think tonight we'll just do the comedy. He goes, no, I get it. He goes, it changed the energy. I go, yeah. And I go, I'm sorry. I thought, and he goes, no, I'm sorry. I felt bad.
It's just like mixing
Yeah.
peanut butter and steak.
Right.
You know, both of them are great.
Yeah, you just can't do it together.
Just don't put them together. It
And
doesn't-
it ruined the weekend because now we hated him. We were, but we like him. But I'm like, I don't even want to look at him now because of how difficult this was.
That's hilarious, especially San Jose Improv. That place is awesome.
It's always supposed to be awesome, and it was like, you know, it was tough. So it is comedy's such an interesting thing. You gotta have an idea of like what you're going to see, who you're going to see.
Yeah.
And because I saw people that 8:00 Wednesday show, I'm like, they don't want to be here. Some of these people don't want to be here.
Well, I don't think that's the case.
Maybe it wasn't.
I think they were weirded out
by how lit it
was. So well lit.
It was so well.
There was a light in front of you on your table.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was a bad idea.
And then
I
Thursday
don't-
shows were the best ever.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, we got them to shut off everything.
Yeah.
They said, oh, we're just gonna leave these lights on. I'm like, let me see them off. Like the stage light.
Right.
Oh, let me see that off.
Right.
Let me dim it down. Let me see it off. Okay, take it off. No, get rid of it. Get rid of
Right.
it. And they did everything.
Yeah.
It's so nice owning a club. Where
Of
you don't-
course.
There's no committee.
Yeah.
There's no committee. There's me and you.
You're
What do
the,
you, what do
you're
you
the,
want?
you're the dictator.
But it's not even a dictator. It's like
Right.
I do whatever the comic wants.
Right.
Whatever you need. Tell me
Right.
what you want. We'll do it that way?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You want music? No music? Okay, no
Right.
music. Whatever you want.
No, it's the most comic friendly club, meaning like you can do anything you with the reason that I need guidance because I don't know. Like I just know I like being funny.
What you need
Yeah.
with a special
Yeah.
is someone who knows you
Right.
and someone like if I was directing or producing
Right.
your special,
Yeah.
this never would have happened. I would have said, no, we have to have it very dark. Like,
Right.
let's take a look at it.
Right.
Let me hear the sound. Sound's
Yeah.
gotta be cranked all the way up.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure there's no things that are missing, and we're
Right.
good.
Right.
And just focus on Tim. Let him do his thing.
Right.
It's just everybody is an artist. Like we talked about the Aziz special.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Aziz. I think he's very funny. But that special that they did where Spike Jonze directed it, and he's sideways, and you see directly backstage
Yeah.
where people are mulling around.
Yeah. It's odd.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
There's unnecessary things that I'm seeing now.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
if I go, the best thing about live comedy is that you're there and it's just a person. You're just watching that person and you're listening to what he's saying and you're locked into their head. Whatever jokes they're saying, whatever topics you're locked into their head and you're just looking right at them. You don't have to see the audience and see them on the side and see them from here and from there.
Right.
Everybody wants to like move angles and
Everyone wants to reinvent the wheel, and
Yeah.
sometimes that's good, but often I guess it's not.
I think from now on I'm gonna do them live. I really do.
Interesting.
I think after doing that one live, I'm like, even if it sucks, so I fucked up. So this is me when I fuck up. Like, fine.
Right.
I'm just gonna prepare more, like I did for this one. But I think this way, it's like there's no way to do anything weird. You know, there's no editing.
Live comedy to me is so fun. Cameras suck.
It's definitely an other element,
But
you can
I'm
get
glad
past
that
it.
we found the dynamic that worked.
It's like I always say do 4 to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of times people were just doing 1.
It was good the Wednesday early show was a warm up,
Mhm.
and that it was a little tough, so that the good ones felt amazing.
Yes.
So you had that,
Right.
you understood how good these were versus the Wednesday.
You also
Right.
understand, like, you got to do some work. Like, it can
Yeah.
go south. You can't be a little too relaxed out there.
No, and I learned that.
That's the best thing about bombing. If you have a bad set or even just a flub a joke or something like that, boy, the next set you're so focused.
Yeah.
You're so, like, tuned in. And I try
Right.
to be like that all the time. I try to, like, think about that all the time and make myself, like, if I'm a little too relaxed before I go on stage, like, hey, come on, motherfucker. Like, you've had some
Right.
shaky sets before. You don't want a shaky set, right?
Yeah.
Like, get focused.
Right.
Get that fucking first joke ready.
Well, it's also
get
a
banged.
weird time in the world because we do have this weird drone thing, and
We have so many things going on.
there's a lot of
sometimes.
weird shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird shit going on simultaneously.
There's like a lot of noise in people's heads,
Mm-hmm.
and
Anxiety.
there's anxiety because people are, Whitney sat in LA just like these 5 drones in some, like they look like they're in like a, they're flying in a pattern or something. It's weird, and
Yeah.
people don't know what's going on. There's a weird theory it's a missing nuclear weapon that they're looking for. There's a theory that these are foreign drones, and then we talked about the fact that maybe it is otherworldly. And no one's saying, the problem is no one's saying anything.
No one's saying
The
anything.
government, I texted, people like Tucker, people like you. I have smart friends, plugged in friends. Nobody seems to know. Like Tucker made a great point. He goes, the cover-up's bipartisan, which is not a good sign. It's like ominous. It's weird.
If it's a cover up.
If it's a cover-up.
It might simply be that whatever this is so big that they can't talk about it publicly. They can't share it with Congress.
Right.
That's what gets scary, and that's the nuke one. Now, from what I understand, somebody put community notes on the video that I reposted. So I reposted a video of this guy who's a drone manufacturer, and he was saying that these drones could be trying to sniff out a nuclear warhead, and that there was a nuclear warhead that was missing, and this guy was saying this, but then someone in community notes, I think said something about being part of that video was part of a misinformation campaign. I don't know what that means. Does that, when I hear misinformation, I feel like someone's saying that this is intentionally misrepresenting the truth. That's how I view misinformation. Like disinformation or, you know, incorrect information is one thing, but like misinformation always seems to me like this is like on purpose.
Right.
Right? Doesn't it?
Yeah, I would agree.
I might not be right in terms of like what the dictionary defines it as.
Disinformation to me, like a disinfo campaign,
Yeah.
seems like it's a
Concerted effort.
strategy.
Yeah.
And you want that information out there to muddy the waters
Yeah.
and confuse people.
Yeah. So, and especially because they called it a campaign. So it's a
Right.
part of a misinformation. You find it, Jim?
I don't see the community notes.
If you click on the video, it doesn't have community
I don't
notes?
see anything else.
God damn, I swear to God, I saw it before.
Here's your post on it. If I click there.
No community notes? Maybe somebody pulled down the community notes.
Yeah, here's the thing, like whether you agree with him or not, he is he's a CEO of a drone manufacturing company.
Yeah. He scared the fuck out of me.
He scared me.
I think the disinformation or misinformation, whatever they're calling it, was in regards to nuclear warheads that had not been recovered. And
Right.
I think what the community notes were saying was that all the warheads from when Ukraine got disarmed
Are accounted for.
are accounted for.
Yeah.
So, and then there was another guy. I don't think it's the same guy. Is it the same guy that was saying that he put his hands on one? Is that him?
He's the one that said I
He
talked to
said,
someone. that
I
did.
spoke to someone.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting? My friend Bethany, who's like one of the Real Housewife chicks, who came up with that margarita. She made like a shitload of money.
Bethany Frankel?
Yeah, Bethany Frankel. Some guy called her, and we did a 3-way call. She goes, I just want you to be on the phone with this dude. And he was just basically like, listen, my dad worked for this and that. And he was, you know, and he goes, he said a lot of what that guy said. He said they're looking for something, and whatever they're looking for, they want to find
Yeah.
badly.
Well, if they do have a Skunk Works program where they do have some very sophisticated drones that can do things that these drones are doing. But one of these things these drones are doing is hovering for very long periods of time.
Right.
5 hours. 5 hours of flight time is nuts for a drone. And they're not exhibiting this traditional heat signature. Any kind of engine, an electric engine, any engine is going to give off heat. It's going to give off friction. It just has to. So somehow or another, these things aren't doing that. So how are they doing that? Do they have a cooling system? And if they have a cooling system, what's powering the cooling system? And what kind of batteries are they operating under that they can fly for 5 hours at a time? So Ryan Graves, the fighter pilot who's on the podcast, talked about a couple of things that were theoretical, that people were openly working on in the 1960s and then kind of disappeared. One of them is anti-gravity drives, like something that works not on a propulsion system like we have with jets, but something completely different, some completely different type of technology. And the other one was cold fusion. And
Interesting.
that there does seem to be at least a few reports that people have been able to do fusion without generating all that radioactivity and that the heat and the different energy that comes from regular fusion.
Right. And that's something they've been trying to do forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
It seems like, what's the latest on cold fusion, Jeremy? It's one of those things where I think by the time it gets to a moron like me, like how many people know it exists? How many people suppress that it exists? How often does, if it's that seems to me to be an issue of national intelligence,
Right.
like national security. If
Well,
I
you
was
had
the government-
Annie Jacobson on, and she wrote that book about DARPA.
Ooh.
And that book talks about how many years in advance they've had a lot of these technologies.
By the time you're seeing that robot dog, you know that robot dog
Yeah.
that they make? By the time you're seeing that motherfucker, that
It's been
Boston
around.
Dynamics, that fucker can probably run 500 miles an hour.
That's right.
And it probably looks like a real cheetah.
So it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I think they're way more advanced than what they let on. You know, especially when you're dealing with the government, right? If you're dealing with like some black ops, skunk work stuff that they're doing at Area 51,
Right.
well, how do we know about it? By the time we know about it, it's already been used in war, or it's already, you know,
Right.
like the fucking stealth bomber.
Right. Or it has a commercial component where they're going to
Yeah.
sell it.
Yeah.
Right.
By the time we know about the state of the art of weapon systems, like
Right.
why would they tell us?
So there is a possibility that this is a drill,
It's
and
possible.
they're exhibiting this technology. They're testing it. They're,
Yeah,
that's
totally possible.
a possibility.
Yeah, if
That
you
seems to
wanted
be the most
test it,
benign
if you wanted to
possibility.
test like the capabilities of these things in urban environments and how people react, just throw them up in the air around New Jersey. You got the most volatile population on Earth.
It's the most volatile human beings on the planet. If you were going to test anything, it's over the skies of New Jersey.
It's a good place to test. Just
It's
to
a
see
motley
if
crew of people in that state. But
Joey Diaz is the king of the state.
Joey Diaz is right.
He's the king of New Jersey.
Do you think there's a possibility that it's China?
Yes.
That's terrifying.
It's terrifying. There's all possibilities because as soon as they tell us, then we know.
Because they're going around sensitive military bases.
Yeah.
So,
And they're coming from the ocean.
and Trump said he didn't want to comment if he had gotten an intelligence briefing, but I watched his press conference. He said the government knows, the military knows where they came from. They should tell people, and wouldn't comment on whether he received an intelligence briefing, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But was basically, he said in his estimation, he doesn't think it's enemy drones because they would have shot them down, even if they were late,
Yeah.
unless there's a reason they're not shooting them down. So that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
If China's able to do that, because it's not Iran, there's no way it's Iran. It seems like, and I don't know if it's Russia.
But here's the thing: if you're gonna shoot them down, you're gonna shoot them down the skies over New Jersey.
That's a problem.
You're launching missiles into the sky over New Jersey. They miss sometimes. You know, they missed when they shot that balloon. Remember the balloon?
Spy balloon.
That balloon was going slow as fuck, and one of those missiles missed.
And
Pretty
China,
sure that's true.
and that was,
I'm pretty sure that's true.
that's China with spy balloons.
Yeah, that was a spy balloon by China.
Now,
That was
how do
over
we
here
know
for
they
fucking
come from the water?
days. Well, they tracked these things. They were coming from 50 miles at least off the coast.
Wow.
Just to be able to go that far, that's so far. That's crazy. Like that should take an hour to drive. U.S. says first missiles missed unidentified airline. Yeah, it missed. So our best fucking missile couldn't even hit a goddamn balloon. It's just floating. It's
Yeah.
not zipping through the sky like
No,
a jet.
right.
It's just floating, and they missed. So where's that missile go? I don't know, but you don't want to be there when it fucking hits the ground.
So these drones, they're coming from the water. They're doing whatever they're doing, surveillance, whatever it is. They're
Mhm.
sniffing around. Who knows? And then they're going back out to sea.
Some of them. You see, they're all different. Some of them seem to be traditional drones that are commercially available. Some of them. Some of them are orbs. There's people getting these photos of these fucking glowing balls.
Plasma orbs.
There's one that I saw on Twitter. I was like, man, I don't want to get into this right now. I'm going to bed. And so I forgot to save it, unfortunately, because it was just.
Is it when they're landing the plane and they're up really high?
No, it was, they were focusing in on a screen. So someone, have you seen it?
I just saw it too, but it was on my For You feed, and I don't know if I
Yes,
can right now.
we're overwhelmed by these goddamn things. So I'm not even saving the interesting ones and sending them to Jamie. I don't know, man. I think some of them are. We've watched one that was from Arizona that was a few months ago, and we watched it jet off into the sky. We watched a video of it, and it moves. First of all, it's just a light. It's like a ball of light, and it rises, and they're all freaking out like, "Where's it going? What the fuck? It's moving! It's moving! It's moving!" And then it just goes like this, like starts moving towards space, and
Because we
with
looked at that.
no sound.
It
Yeah,
just-
I showed it to you. That's
right,
right. I showed
yeah.
it at the club. No sound and an insane speed. I don't know what the speed was, but whatever the fuck this thing is, it was as big as an SUV, and then instantaneously it was gone. It just took off.
And then there are some of them that people say are the size of cars.
Yeah, there
They're
was this one.
huge.
It's the size of
Yeah,
an SUV.
yeah.
So what is this, Jamie?
The photographer says this is zoomed in from a 600 millimeter lens, which is a pretty big zoom. 28-year photographer, which, I guess.
Whoa. Says it seems relevant somehow. I'm 61 years old, Medina Boomer, and a paid photographer for almost 20 years. So yeah, not so sure what the point was. Just one more thing. People could say that the government or whoever is deleting the post. Nah, it's people deleting them themselves because, wow, I don't know what that means. He sounds a little conspiracy. Look at his photo. Look at his photo.
So what
Look
is
at his
that?
photo, his crazy beard. I bet that guy knows some herbal remedies. Oh, that's not him. That's like,
a TikTok account.
Yeah. What is that? That's a drone?
who knows what that is? I mean, that's something he saw in the sky. Is there any images? Can we go to his page?
But I would.
Because that seems to be just a photo.
Everyone was sharing this photo. That's kind of
Right.
that post.
But it seems like his.
Oh, it's an orb.
I know. I was gonna dig into that photographer, but you guys.
Right, but did you see that there was other images? Like you could scroll.
I know,
Right.
I know.
Yeah. So Sony what is that, Jamie? How is that a
Camera.
badass?
It's a camera.
Is that like the
Just
shit?
It's new.
No. Okay, so top of the food chain, right?
Yeah.
And that's what he saw.
Jamie,
Whatever.
there's also a video of somebody from a plane, and they're seeing these orbs in the sky above the clouds. There's like a lot of stuff that is lit up.
Could we, before you do that,
Sure.
could we just go back to that image again real quick?
It's so weird.
That is crazy.
What
That's
the fuck
kind of
is that?
That's kind of freaking me out because, like, what is that? I can't think of any conventional explanation if that thing's flying through the sky.
The other photo that they're zooming on the screen, it looks similar to this. I'm
Yeah?
trying to find that one too. That's why I was trying to keep it
That's
all.
so weird.
How likely is it that this technology is being tested out because it for whatever reason we're on the verge of a major conflict with a country like China?
Very possible.
Yeah.
Very possible. It's also possible that, look at that one. Holy shit.
That's an orb.
What the fuck, dude?
But I'll
That's a
just-
phone camera, though, right?
A lot of these
Right.
just look like weird lights that are getting blurred on camera.
Right. Well, we talked about that, like the zoom feature in phones. Like I've zoomed in on stuff before, and if it's a light in the sky, it gets real squirrely on your phone.
Dude,
when you're zooming in.
I'll tell you right now, I got completely
That's where the Samsung phone has it way over the Apple phone, is the zoom power. I know it's digital, but it's 100x zoom, and it's pretty fucking good. When I zoom in on shit with that thing, it's so much better than my iPhone can do.
Dude, I got completely. I mean, this is when you get. There's nothing better on the internet than when you get had.
Oh, you
Like,
got
what, yeah, I got had, and it was like really. And I just sent Jamie the photo of this, and Jamie, I don't know if you can bring that up. I just texted it to you. I literally was showing this to people, going, look at this drone over my friend's house. And then they were just like, what are you, like an idiot? Look at this. I'm like an idiot. I was showing this to people. And I mean, I was showing this to people.
It's a flying pumpkin.
And,
No, it's the guy.
It's the guy. It's the guy. It's the, it's the guy with the huge dick. It's like, and I'm showing this to people, and and then
Oh my god! I thought it was a pumpkin.
and we're on my phone like making it. We're trying to get closer, and then I look like an idiot, and now no one wants to hear what I have to say.
When you zoom it like that, it looks like a pumpkin.
Because I was like, dude, that's a drone, and then like when I zoom up, I
Oh,
realize
that's so funny. That fucking photo, is that like the biggest meme of all time?
I think it's probably up there.
It's like that one and the lady with the sock hat screaming in the street when Trump won.
That's right. Those are huge. Those are big.
That poor lady, she's
Yeah.
probably gonna grow her hair long.
Yeah. So I mean, it is weird that all of this stuff's happening, and
Yeah.
but one thing that I at least am comforted by, a war with a country like China would destroy all life on Earth. Why would they want that?
Well, the thing is, if they can disable our weapon systems, if they can disable our grid, if they have infiltrated through espionage enough that they got deep into the inner workings of our systems, which seems like we're just not that organized the way China is.
No.
In regards to, China doesn't let people buy land near their military bases.
Right.
We do. China doesn't let other people sell them routers with third-party input so they
Yeah.
can fucking spy on your shit. We do.
We do.
We used to, at least.
Right.
And so we know that the CCP has infiltrated a bunch of universities. They know that they send their best and brightest students over here and they share their information with the CCP. You know, there was a story. God, I gotta remember this right because I was barely paying attention to it. But it was a story where these people that were working on this project, the power went down for quite a bit, and these Chinese people that were working there freaked out because it turned out that they couldn't get in touch with the CCP. They couldn't check in like when they were supposed to.
Interesting.
So what it was they had people that were working for the CCP that were embedded in this like very significant project. And the CCP, they're smart, man. They know what the fuck they're doing. They give grants to colleges and universities.
Right.
They infiltrate. They know how to like use money and influence, and they get a bunch of information. And there's a bunch of worries that some of the information from ChatGPT has been leaked over from OpenAI, that they've gotten a hold of some of that information. There was some sort of a leak that they were concerned with. But there's been a bunch of those situations. So if they have enough information where they know how our grid works, they know how our
Right.
systems work, they know how to shut everything down, all they would have to do is strike first.
Right.
If you just completely disable the government, you completely disable the military, like quickly, can they really strike
I wonder
back?
what the goal would be.
Complete domination of the world.
No, that for sure. But like America's an unruly country. Would it be that they would just then take over the United States?
Well, they'd make us insignificant.
Right. That's the other thing.
But you don't have to take over the United States if you want to run the world.
Right.
You just have to disable it.
You just have to make it
Yeah.
less effective.
I mean, these are terrible things to think of.
Well, no. But I mean, that's
every
true.
empire falls, and
Right.
our empire has certainly been sticking its hands and its dirty nose all over the world.
All over the world.
All over the world and everything. And a lot of for good reasons, for national
Yeah.
interest reasons. Yeah, this is it, Jamie.
Is that the orb?
Yeah, so this is one these guys are zooming in on. Like, okay, what the fuck is that? Like, what is that? That looks really weird. That thing looks really weird. That looks straight out of the Bible. That's like Ezekiel in the Bible. Like, what is that? That's a wheel within a wheel. What is that? But also, what kind of phone is this filmed on? What kind of lens was this filmed on? Is this complete distortion? Are you just looking at the moon?
Is plasma a technology that anybody has?
I mean, that's a weird question because I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah.
You know, I know they've been doing stuff with plasma. They've been doing stuff. It depends on who you're believing, right?
Right.
Because like, if you ask Bob Lazar, he'll tell you that they were working on these gravity-defying propulsion systems in the 1980s, trying to back
Right.
engineer them. Is he telling the truth?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I just know when I see things that are really weird, like that, the first image, with the photographer caught. I don't know what that is. Like, Jamie, how good is that lens that guy's using? Like, would it possibly distort something normal and make it look like that?
Here's another. I have it back up on the screen. There's another post where they shared the like the data from the metadata.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't give you a lot more information, but it helps because people want to find out if they can sort of recreate it with the same sort of settings and whatnot.
Bro, that picture's 3,000 megabytes. 3,481 megabytes.
Oh, there's a period. It's 35.
Okay. I was like, that's crazy. Oh,
So,
so it's only 34 megabytes.
It's normal. It's a normal photo. I mean, it's really zoomed in to not, but this picture is also zoomed in because you could even see the mouse
Right,
thing that has
right.
the cursor on it. So it's hard to
So
know.
it's either
exactly
us.
what
It's
they're
either
pointing at.
us. It's either another country going, here's what we can do,
Or it's intelligent life from somewhere else.
or is intelligent life from somewhere else. I mean, those are the three
Yeah.
possibilities. Us being the most benign, unless we're looking for nukes, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you find that original photo, Jamie, where he shared multiple photos of her, or is it just the metadata?
I hadn't looked it up yet. It's yeah, I was getting there.
The
It's
government
It's very odd.
gaslighting people and saying these are all regular drones and you're mistaking planes for, and I'm sure there are instances of people mistaking planes for drones, but the idea that everybody has lost their mind in the past 2 weeks isn't true.
No. Here's another thing. Is there ever been a time, ever, that you could ever recall where the government gave you information about something that was 100% true and unbiased and accurate
Right.
and maybe concerning to people?
Right.
Never.
Never.
Never. It's like that lady, Karine Jean-Pierre, is that how you say her name?
Yeah, the press secretary.
What a terrible job. You just have to lie every day.
You have to
That's
lie
her
every
job.
day. Yeah.
Everyone's mad at her, but that's the fucking job.
It's the gig.
If you're if you're working for a president that's reasonable and the press is unreasonable and you know they're saying things that aren't true, like that Kayleigh McEnany lady. McEnany.
Yeah.
How do you-
Kayleigh McEnany.
McEnany. Sorry,
Yeah.
Kayleigh. She's the best. She's the GOAT. And she always had receipts. She was like, "Oh, that's interesting because you said at this point in time, and CNN said
Right.
that," and she just always has the receipts.
Right.
Right. But they were saying things that weren't true. It wasn't. It was the opposite is what worries me. When the government is saying things that aren't true, that's when it gets weird. And then the press is yelling at them, and she's saying, "We've told you many times, Biden is sharp as a tack," like that kind of shit.
What terrifies me is if I was gonna attack a country, it is now.
Oh yeah.
Our president is incapacitated. Our vice president is going around the country drunk.
The new president is in office.
The new
yet.
president is not in office yet. So you have this weird period of transition where people don't know who's got what authority.
We have a month.
And we have a
before
solid month, and now all of this shit is happening right now.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying.
Well, apparently, Biden and Harris were both called to the White House from
Well, thank God they're on the case.
from wherever they were. I don't know if it has anything to do with
I
this
feel
stuff.
great that those two are back.
Well, where have they been?
Finally, someone that can deal with this. I think Biden was in Africa, and I think she's like getting drunk at a Hillstone.
I told you I've been describing them as the last managers at Blockbuster.
I mean, that's what they are.
That's what it is.
It's true.
It's a dead end job.
It's the end.
You don't even have to fucking show up. Just this is
Yeah.
bullshit.
It's the end.
We haven't heard a peep out of either one of them until, well, they started talking about it yesterday when the information about Biden's decline came out and how readily
It was covered up.
it was covered up instantaneously. Like they were seeing it right away, like from the first days in office. They were seeing him.
I heard before he ran,
Yeah.
he met with donors, and I knew someone in the meeting, and they were like, he doesn't seem great.
No.
This was before he ran the first time.
Bro, I was saying that during the election, and people were saying that, don't you know he stutters? Like, don't you know he stutters? Like, this was one of the things that people were saying to me. He stutters. I was like, no. Go back to watch him from 40 years ago. He doesn't stutter. Watch
Yeah.
him 20 years ago. He doesn't stutter. Watch him when he was the vice president. He didn't fucking stutter. That's not stuttering. You know what that is. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's probably a fucking duck, man. Unless
Right.
DARPA made it.
Right. Unless DARPA made
It's
it,
really
and
a
it's
nuke.
an orb.
It's really a duck nuke
Yeah.
in Central Park ready to fucking kill the whole
Oh
city.
boy. I mean, the scary thing is that we've been living in what feels like a movie for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Like it constantly keeps ratcheting up. We haven't had a normal time. There hasn't been a time when we've all just said, huh,
Right.
it went from Donald Trump winning
Yeah.
to a pandemic to Biden to realizing Biden was asleep and not running the country to Trump running again, all the indictments, a lot of the bullshit indictments, almost getting killed with an assassin. And then another guy tries to assassinate him at a golf course. Then Trump wins with a lot of support, every swing state, every single poll again wrong. Now we have drones the size of cars hovering over Planet Fitnesses in fucking Metuchen, New Jersey, fucking Hillsborough Township, wherever the fuck. We have orbs in the sky. We can't explain how they got there. We have the president of China getting his country on war footing, firing generals that don't want to go to war, purging the military,
really happening?
purging the military of anybody who's like not into a very militarized China. He's
Really?
like, yeah. And that's, you can look that up, Jimmy.
Well, he
There's a bunch
probably
of articles about
sees
that.
what's going on in Ukraine and Russia.
Well, that's the
And
terrifying
that's
thing.
Taiwan.
The terrifying thing is, are they all just has he sat down with Putin and then Kim Jong Un or Il, or I forget, I think it's Un. It's Un.
Yeah.
And then is he like, listen, they're gonna fuck with you in Ukraine, they're gonna fuck with us in Taiwan, you know, like all these BRICS countries like Iran and stuff. At a certain point, you know, our allies are not, and you know, we have the UK, we have Europe's, you know, whatever Europe is, whatever's left,
Right.
and Israel, I guess, but we're it,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've got to be a little careful about how we handle all of these different countries.
Yeah, I hope that when Trump gets in, he genuinely can bring peace. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
possible. I don't know how that works. But
I think he's going to talk to these people. I think
Yeah.
the real problem is that Biden, they've cut off communication,
Yeah, that's not good.
and it's really not good. And I understand maybe why they've done it, because Biden's not all there.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's probably not good to have him go there and clearly not be all there, and then
Right.
thinking they can get away with whatever.
And the
fuck they
people
want.
like Tony Blinken and Jake Sullivan and all these guys in the national security state are, without a doubt, taking orders from people above them, and we don't know who the fuck these people are.
Right.
And the consensus is we're gonna drain the Russian military through a bloody war with Ukraine over 2 regions, and we're gonna do all these things, and we're going to, you know, we're gonna help the Assad regime get overthrown. Assad's not a good guy, and he's a terrible guy, I'm sure. But that's a strategic goal of the United States for a long time, and Israel, and to do that. Okay, you know, Assad's no good. Now we have someone in there. I mean, let's see what that looks like. But there's a lot of instability. You have a lot of,
Well, they didn't like Assad so much they were happy when the Taliban and
well, this is
Al Qaeda took over.
Well, this is the thing. So now we have, like, there's no great choices in that part of the world. There's no, like, great Western democratic leader who's going to take over. It's just going to be a succession of dictators or religious theocrats, and it kind of always has been. Other than Iran, which was startlingly progressive until they had that coup,
Right.
that BP and us and everybody else.
Whoops.
Whoops, mistake.
Another reason to be mad at us.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem. It's not us. It's not
Right.
fucking country music and football. It's like,
Jamie,
Whoa.
are you just going to terrify us the whole time?
These are just stars that are a little bit.
This is a John
okay.
Summit concert.
Okay.
This is Diplo. This
Well,
is nothing.
the star out of focus on the bottom looks exactly like the photos.
So these are just stars.
Yeah, mostly that's what it seems like. I found the original post that came from.
Thank you, Jamie.
Wow.
We're thinking
stars-
we're getting
Where the
nuked.
it's just a
The
star.
stars look dope as fuck. That looks exactly. And the top
It's
one,
not China nuking us. It's just the stars.
the top one
Beautiful.
looks exactly like it.
Let
Let
me
it.
try pause it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
top one looks exactly like it.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Biden's good.
Except for all that Syria, Ukraine.
We're doing too much, and we need to, and there's this weird idea. People just don't like if you say something like, and I understand people associate with movements that use the words America first and aren't good, but like, back in the 1930s and stuff. But if you say like we need to worry about America, or we need to put America first, or we need to have a concern about America, people think it's inherently racist.
All right, guys, I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be back up here later. Peace.